Hello and welcome to another set of turns of Dominions 5. I'm the False God. We are playing today with Porphyrion. We're jumping in on turn 24. You can see I've just about caught up. I've recorded almost all of this today or yesterday. I finally got some free time, so I got to try and make some use of it. Shrek, the Macedonian mounted commander, has claimed the throne of fortune in the name of Bonnie Tyler. We once again miss on our magic sites. We can see a battle here between Ulm and Abyssia. So Ulm is a scout, so never mind. Just a scout. But these burning ones look scary AF. Attack skill, magic weapons, MR, and blood surge. So they've got 2 morning stars, heat aura, fire shield, obviously very fire resistant, berserker, firepower. They're bad formation fighters. So these guys are pretty scary. Again, I talked in a previous video about, I think, our general anti-Abyssia strategy of rain and cheap fire resistance. Try and win that way. We go ahead and take out direwolves. Okay, so we did not nap break. I spoke to Nabatem about this. But he is pretty darn dead. So we're going to go ahead and take this away from him. Now, what's also happening is that Ulm is going in on Abyssia. And so our thinking here is that Abyssia is not going to be able to hold on to this land. We can also see TNN here. So all the things I said about them being somebody else's problem are now potentially my problem. But we're thinking that it's going to be hard for him to hold this stuff. So I'm going to try and sneak in here and see how much Abyssian stuff I can get. So to that extent, we have troops moving. We're really slow. This is definitely a problem with the nation. You're just slow moving. So we're going to leave a bunch of troops behind on this border, but this group is going to move. It's going to take them ages, but they're going to be there if we need them. Besides that, though, we have a small group trying to take this. The god is moving to try and take some stuff. So we're going to try and be cheeky here and take Abyssian lands out from under Abyssia, who's busy doing something else, and from Ulm, who might want them, or Tirnanog, who might want them. We're going to try and just sneak in, just a little bit. Construction 6, 2 turns away, and that's when we're going to really pop off with our Lightless Lanterns. So we're very excited for that. We're still just forging owl quills, though. Our research is definitely on the up and up. It's hard to tell, it's hard to tell the exact inflection when there's no other players' graphs to compare it to. We need someone to put up Eyes of God or whatever it's called. But for now, don't see that. So we'll just have to keep moving forwards. But that's turn 24. And I think you'll notice in turn 23, I didn't mention that attack against Nabatem. It sort of came up after I had already saved my turn. This looks like the turn I just did. I want to go to turn 25. 25. Another throne going to Ythul. We finished construction. That's 6 and some Thaum. We arcane probed and found nothing. We searched and found nothing. We see a battle here between Nabatem and Abyssia. Just a small little raiding party of an Earth Death Mage with some Beetle Eidolons who are sacred. Okay. Oh, and these are mages too, but they're also... Okay, this is the Prophet with an Onyx Chains. I don't know what this does. Let's see. Can cast a spell to exchange blood slaves for gold, even though they aren't blood mages. Okay. I guess that must be something that Nabatem can do. After negotiations, a random number equal to 10 roughly equal to 10. I was going to say random number equal to 10. Roughly equal to 10 will be sold for approximately 60 pounds of gold, though it can vary. And it only works once. Okay, kind of a weird item. Not really sure why it's on here. And an effigy of war. I don't know why he's... When you're the one attacking, I'm not sure how that's helpful. But he's up against one burning one and one anathema salamander. I kind of feel like I missed something. But I think he's going to be successful here. Yeah, paralyzed. Got him. We went ahead and took over a bunch of good stuff from Abyssia. Children disappearing in the night, and Nock has been permanently vanquished. I think I'm gonna pause for 1 sec and go back because I think I missed a big fight. All right, I guess I'm just seeing ghosts. There was no fight. Don't know what I was thinking of. But we go ahead and we grab a pair of Abyssian provinces. And we're going to go ahead and try and grab another pair of Abyssian provinces. And then, so we have a nap with Nabatem, but also they're kind of dead. So if I get the chance, I may be the one who takes their fortress. Hold on. There's definitely something missing. Okay. The confusion has been resolved. What happened is I have turn 25 labeled as turn 26 and turn 26 labeled as turn 25. So we are now on turn 25. I was losing my mind. I forgot to mention we successfully have got blood going. Here, we're going to go ahead and make a sanguine dowsing rod and then try and get blood going from there. That sanguine dowsing rod is going to cost us just 1, which is pretty nice. And we're going to look to attack into Abyssia further, and we're going to do that because of this. So this is Ulm, a bunch of Ulmites. Casting Bestial Wrath. Don't know what that does. I don't know how to tell. But he did it. I'll have to look that one up, I guess. He's a little ball. He put up Natural Rain, something that we're definitely considering against Abyssians as well. And he's going to try and fight these Abyssians. Now, my understanding is that apparently these Ulm guys are like free spawn. I guess Ulm gets free spawn now. The Abyssians are definitely going to deal a heavy toll, but the rain is not great for them. I think the rain reduces this like heat and fire shield impact. I don't think that it changes their firepower at all. It's also going to make a lot more fatigue on this guy to cast his fire spells. But so if we go ahead and just fast forward, we can actually see that it is pretty much a straight up everybody is just about dying. There are currently 2 Abyssians left in the field who are both berserk. One of them's injured. There's a handful of Ulm guys, 2 mages. They're gonna lose a mage and a troop. Missed there. Bop. Bop. So Abyssia did win, but he lost everything. And so when I saw that, that's when I was really like, oh, it's free real estate. Now, unfortunately, Nabatem has been put under Tyrannog's control, which is bad for us. But we're going to go ahead and try and grab this stuff. And then see what happens with TNN. So we are also... I did it after I saved the turn. So I can't just grab it perfectly. I think we did it... we're going to do it this turn. So I guess we can look at the effect next turn when we get to actual turn 25. Or actual turn 26. Yeah, because we have one more turn to finish construction, then we're going up that. let's go to actual turn 26, which I have labeled turn 25. Yes. All right, success. We'll do some arcane probing, which I think we already found out we missed. Nabatem breaks out because he saw this happen. We took over some stuff from Abyssia. Guess I didn't do it. Somewhere in here, I forged a bunch of gear for Nabatem, for them to try and thug out and kill some of these elves. I definitely did it after I saved a turn, so I don't have it with me, but I believe that we forged them 2 charcoal shields, 2 frost brands, 2 dragon helmets. And so they haven't immediately paid me. What basically the deal is they're going to do their best to defend themselves, and then when they are about to die, they're going to send me everything they have left. Gold, gems, blood slaves, etc. Now we are forging lightless lanterns this turn. We are forging a lot of lightless lanterns. It's going to be big. It's very big. We are very excited here in Porphyrion. I almost want to just jump to the next turn to show the impact. I don't think that there's too much else going on this turn. I was pretty much just in a lightless lantern haze. Ulm put up Grandmother Oak, which is just Mother Oak, but Ulm gets a cheaper version. So, you know, good for them. Yeah, we're going to try and take these out. See if we can't get onto Nabatem here. We do not have, like, a nap or any discussion with Tirnanog, but I don't necessarily want to just, like, fight them. We're on turn 26. We're getting very close to our power spikes. You know, we're making 1,000 lightless lanterns to get research going, and we're very close to our Lastragonians. So I don't want to do anything I don't have to do at this time. I would like to get our power spike, and then we will go from there. We have tons of gold, right? We're in no way income constrained. You know, we're missing out on some gems probably, but there's still lots of site searching we can do in our own lands and on our newly liberated lands. So a lot of great stuff there. So yeah, let's just go ahead. Let's just jump to 27. We're just going to go to 27 so I can show off the insanity that is our lightless lantern production. So we're up to, this is, I think, the current turn for me. So, I already distributed them because I saved it at the end. All right, so last turn, we'll go back then. We'll show it that way. Last turn, on the fake turn 25, but real turn 26, we have a research of 612. This is similar to like my Fascia game. It's about the same. 612. After our turn of lightless lantern production, we are now at just 1158. We almost doubled. And we're still making more lanterns. A bunch of other items and some other spells too, but more lightless lanterns, water blaze at Bowl of Ashes. We're making a lot of cool items. This is great research. We're going to be able to just blow through these goals. Our next goal is we want to have Thaum 6 for when our Lastragonians wake up for Gigantomachia. But we don't really need it before then. So we're going to try and pick up... We're essentially just going to have Thaum 5 and Thaum 6 chilling here in our eventually we'll get to it board. But we're going to pick up Conjuration 5 and Evocation 4 just in the meantime in case we need to go to war with somebody. We can also see Macedon has moved in and attacked Delphine. So we're going to send some troops. I'm going to try and get one more turn of scouting information in here. And then assuming Macedon doesn't appear to be like really losing or appears to be winning, we'll go ahead and grab all of this stuff. So we're gonna look. We're just playing a vulture game, right? So we got, if we can keep them all, right? We picked up 6 provinces in a war we didn't have to fight. Also, the god of Nabatem, which is this statue of beginnings, which adds population, popped out here and killed a Tirnanog province. Tirnanog has built 2 temples. There was one here before. 2 temples next to Nabatem's capital, and that was just a step too far. So he broke out here and killed a temple. I think he's going to build a lab and then try and kill another temple. So that is highly amusing. If he does kill this temple, we'll wait to see if he moves, and then we'll try and swoop in and grab this too. But we're pretty excited. Let's also go through what we have access to now with Construction 6. So, and what we have, at reduced rates. So Firebrand is the upgraded Frostbrand, though it does cost us a lot more. 1 gem versus 6 gems. The Dragon Scepter gives Dragon Mastery. I want that to be cool. I haven't really figured out how that works yet, but I want it to be cool. Rhyme Hammer can be pretty helpful against elves because it makes this freezing mist. Staff of Elemental Mastery is going to cost us still quite a pretty penny, but we do eventually have the ability to make those. So we can take our fire, let's see. Once our last Dragonian wakes up, we can make those. I think prior to that, though, it's a no-go because we can't get a high enough air. We can get Earth 4, we can get Fire 3, which doesn't do it. We can get Water 4, and we can only get Air 2. So, although this guy's an Air 3. Holy shit. I didn't even notice this in the real game. That's so big. That's so unlikely. That is, okay. So that's 25% times 25% times 10%. What is that? That's like 6.5. It's like 0.6. Holy shit. This is a 0.6% mage. This gets us into air. Oh, I'm discovering this in real time here. I missed this guy in playing because we are going to be able to forge that elemental staff once our last Dragonian wakes up. And then this guy with an elemental staff is Air 4. That's air helmets. And then Bag of Winds. Yeah. Hell yeah. We can potentially use our research to get early air queens. And go crazy with big air. He can forge all those air. Wow. Okay. That's big. It's very big. I'm gonna try and get back on topic though. Looking at the rest of the things we can forge that we couldn't forge before. Now we can forge a Staff of Storms eventually. Obviously, it's pretty darn up there and costs a ton. We would need we would need to finish our Staff of Elemental Mastery, but it's there. Water breathing, not really necessary for us at this time. Shield-wise, Skultata of Alternus and Shield of Gleaming Gold are both excellent options that we get at 6 gems apiece. Don't think the Spirit Helmet is a lot of protection, and Lightning Bolt is not bad. A little expensive. Iron Face is really expensive for a spell that we can cast. Don't know they're going to be making a lot of those. Crown of the Titans enlarges, which can be good on some nations. We already are going to be size 6 on all of our important units. The Crucible of Stone, 4 temporary Earth Gems at a cost of 25. For us, it'd be 21. That's a lot of gems. You're going to need to use it 6 times to pay off. And using 4 temporary Earth Gems in one fight is tough. That's like multiple... You need to cast like multiple Earthquakes or something huge to make that worth it. It's tough to cast too. Obviously, Earth Magic 4. Armor of Knights, 5 gems. So our big Lastrygonians, our true Lastrygonians, we probably want to put better armor on. But for our Gift of Reason empowered Lastrygonians, this could potentially be a nice budget option. Marble armor, decent, costs us less. Trample flying, I don't know that we need that. If we do need ice protection, Breath of Winter for some reason. Quickness can be nice. Quickness again on boots. Not all of our guys can wear boots, so boots are not as useful for us. And the lightless lanterns, of course. Barrel of Air, we have access to now. Water bracelets only cost us a single gem to produce, so that's going to help turn a lot of potentially, just make water stuff a little bit easier. It's actually not as helpful for us in combat, though it is helpful, just because we do big communions. But on the strategic map, it's going to turn all of our Water 1 casters into Water 2s. They can do things like Manifest Vitriol, because we have a lot of the Fire Cross Path, and Vile Water, a way to spend our water gems effectively on some quality troops. Bottle of Living Water, also very nice. We don't have any assassins, so it's not like crazy, but it is a good item. Seeking Zealot, Copper Arm, and then the Belt of Power. Another unique item for us. Fast Casting 100, the Reinvig -3. Only usable by our Lastrygonians. Going to cost us just 1 gem to make. This is going to let our Lastrygonian Tyrants just put out a huge amount of spells. Very effective. Very, very excited to get access to the Belt of Power. And that's our big discounts. We also have access to additional items on our Astrals, like a Banner of the Northern Star, which is not really great for us, but, it's there. The Starshine Skullcap is going to get us up to Astral 4, which is pretty nice. Cloak of Astral Storms is too expensive. We could eventually make it, but it's a lot. No boots. And in here, Crystal Heart, Stone Idol, Arcane Lens, a little bit extra range. The rings obviously are tremendous if you can get access to them. We are only at Astral 4. We're a full 2 paths away, and we do not have an Astral income to support a double empower into making the rings for something. At present, we cannot make the rings. Gosh, I can't believe I didn't even notice this. It's insane. Insane. I almost wish Dominions would tell you when you have like a super low random roll. Like, it doesn't need to be, obviously it doesn't know that air 3 is better than us getting like an extra water path or something. But when you get a 10% mage, you want to know. You want to know. So we're pretty excited with our position here. If we look at, we can't actually see, we have to wait for next turn to see the inflections. So that'll be cool to look at. You can see we actually inflect down here because I pulled so many people off of researching to do Lightless Lanterns. This is when I discovered, also, much to my disappointment, that these goofballs only have 1 miscellaneous slot. So they can't hold both a Quill and a Lightless Lantern. So, very disappointing there, but it is what it is. Those, like I said, those water bracelets are going to let the level 1 little water guys do Vile Water if we want it. And we have our access to like our smiths who can do Manifest Vitriol when we eventually get that. For research, we're going to go ahead and finish, Conjuration, Evocation. And we're just going to try to go... We're going to try and go a little crazy here. I'm really excited to cast Gigantomachia. Because look at like our Dominion. Ulm definitely must have like a relatively low Dominion. Because, we have this throne, but we are pushing into him in a big way. And Gigantomachia gives a conflict bonus of, I believe, 3. Yeah. So it would be really funny to watch this Dom pressure just shove out. You could say we have a little bit into Hinnom. Now, Hinnom has access to Blood Sacrifice, so it's never going to be too crazy. But could be neat there. I mean, we're pushing into Delphine. We're pushing into TNN. Oh, I'm sorry, not TNN. TNC. It's got T's. It's got, you know, sounds similar. 3 syllables. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna be. This is my current turn, so I've caught all the way up. I was pretty excited to record these. Even more excited now that I found an Air 3. But a lot of really cool items I'm looking forward to foraging. Really excited to get my last Draconians online. You can make, if we have Gigantomachia up, we can make 1 troop per fort. They are very expensive. And then it takes 2 turns to make our last Draconian mage in the capital. But we're gonna try and get. We still have potentially. I think the average from here is still like 10 turns or something, so we still have a long time. But we're gonna try and get this blood economy going. Nabatem has blood slaves, so when they send them to us, we should be able to empower another guy, get him another Sanguine Dowsing Rod, and sort of keep going from there. We're not gonna be able to do like a ton of blood empowering or anything. But it's not going to be 0 either. So I'm excited to get those guys all kitted up and online. And in terms of big battles, I'm hoping that we have enough of a research advantage. We're just going to sort of be able to, you know, show up, say, deal with this, and people are not going to have the ability to. That is the goal. So, all right. Well, I've been doing this for long enough. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. This is turn 27. I think hopefully this is the beginning of a huge power spike. So thanks everybody for joining me. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one, and have a great day.